For months, I thought I was forcing myself on him. I thought he was just doing his husbandly duty to shut me up, just satisfying biological urges with zero emotional investment. Turns out he's literally counting the seconds. But he won't say a damn word. Okay, fine. If you want to play it cool, we'll play it cool. I take a deep breath and plaster on a bright fake smile. Time for bed. His eyes light up. A microscopic crack in the ice thinks this is it. I turn my gaze to his laptop. You're still working, right? I wave a dismissive hand. You finish up. Don't let me stop you. Don't stay up too late. Good night. I lay down. Pull the duvet up to my chin. Squeeze my eyes. Shut. The silence in the room is heavy, suffocating. Beckett freezes. It takes him a full 10 seconds to process the rejection. Good night. His voice is steady. But inside, it's a catastrophe. Slow. No hug. How can she sleep without the hug? First the tie, no goodbye kiss. Now the nighttime activities are cancelled. Is this it? Is she bored of me? She doesn't love me anymore. What do I do? I can't breathe without her. Oh God. It burns. I'm going to cry. I am literally going to weep right now. I snap my eyes open. I catch him. Beckett is staring at me, and his eyes are rimmed with red. A layer of moisture glosses over his pupils. He tries to look away to hide the vulnerability, but he's too slow. What's wrong? I keep my voice soft. I'm giving him an out. A chance to drop the act. Truth be told, I hate this too. I'm used to the rhythm of us. Unless one of us is sick, we don't skip nights. But I need him to say it. Beckett stares at me. His eyes are rimmed with red. A visible war waging behind his irises. I hold his gaze. I soften my expression. I wait. Come on. Just say it. Make the move. His Adam's apple bob sharp. Nervous swallow. He snaps his laptop shut. The sound echoes in the sudden silence. The air in the room thickens, heavy with unsaid things and rising heat. I have to admit it. I am a weak woman. Even after a year, looking at that chiseled jaw and those brooding eyes makes my pulse skip a beat. I am a sucker for his face. I lower my lashes, fainting shyness. My heart hammering against my ribs. I wait for the grab, the pull. The kiss. He lifts a hand to his face. Covers his eyes. It's nothing. He grunts. Bug in my eye. The record scratches. Can't let Sloane see me cry. High volume. Men don't cry. It ruins the mystique. I am a genius, actually. The bug in the eye. Gambit classic. Now she has to lean in close to check. She'll have to blow gently. On my face, physical contact imminent. I stare at him. The sheer audacity leaves me paralyzed. My anticipation curdles into annoyance. He wants me to initiate again after that performance. Not happening. I kill the vibe instantly. I roll over, presenting him with my back. Rub it yourself. I'm tired. Good night. Morning brings the consequences. Beckett looks like he went 12 rounds with a demon. Dark purple bruises sit under his eyes. He looks wrecked. He didn't sleep. He spent 8 hours mentally screaming into the void. And because I am cursed, I heard every single word. My head is throbbing from the noise pollution. But I kept my mouth shut. He is my husband. After all, I have to spoil him a little. Beckett inhales his breakfast in 3 bites and retreats to the sofa. He hunches over his phone. Thumbs flying across the screen. Brow furrowed in intense concentration. It looks like a corporate crisis. A stock market crash, a hostile takeover. Then the broadcast starts. Guru code, red emergency. I stuck to the script. I did the stoic alpha thing exactly like you said. And it worked. She was obsessed. But the strategy is failing. We have hit a plateau. Last night was a disaster. She rejected the cuddles. She turned her back on me. Is she bored? Is it thick? Help me, coach. What do I do? Pivot, rebrand. Checking your bio. Link no. 1. Hidden Charms, the art of masculine detail. Bought it. I'm reading it today. I will execute these tactics immediately. You're a lifesaver. I'm dropping 100 gifted subs on your stream tonight. Do not let me down. Me, okay? Mystery solved. He isn't just socially awkward. He's following a playbook. Beckett, the corporate shark. The titan of industry who eats competitors for lunch. He's taking marriage advice from some random internet guru. I applaud the effort, really. But the execution, it's lethal. Beckett struts to the bathroom, looking pleased with himself. Crucially, he leaves his phone on the coffee table. Target acquired. I need to know who this guru is. Who has the power to brainwash a genius into acting like a robot? I creep over, tap the screen. Blocked passcode required. I slide it back just as the bathroom door opens. I'm not giving up, Beckett. Let me see your phone. He blinks confused, but his body goes on autopilot. He hands it to me without a millisecond of hesitation. I tap the screen passcode. His brain detonates. She wants my phone. Why is she checking up on me? She cares. She actually cares. Wait, is she cold? Because she's suspicious. Does she think I'm stepping out? I'm a piece of trash. I made her feel insecure. I am the worst husband alive. Check it, Sloane. Audit the whole thing. I'm clean. Me. Trust me, buddy. I know you're faithful. I listened to you mentally weep over me. For 8 straight hours last night. I need to stop the spiral before he hyperventilates. I can't find my phone. I lie smoothly. I just need to call it to find where I left it. The panic drains out of him, replaced immediately by a wave of depression. Oh, she's not jealous, it really is just boredom. It's my fault I let the spark die. I failed to keep the mystery alive. But it's okay, I have the guru's manifesto. I will study, I will win her back. Me just wait. I'm going to find out who this guru is. And I'm going to have a little chat with him. I stare at the lock screen. Beckett the code. He freezes, the internal screaming returns. Louder. Then before God, why? Why are you testing me the code? It's Sloan is my goddess, why? Why was I so thirsty when I set it up? It's so cringe, it's so desperate. If I tell her, she'll see the truth. She'll see I'm just a simp in a tailored suit. She'll get the ick instantly. But if I don't tell her, she'll think I'm hiding something. She'll think I don't trust her. I'm dead either way, my image is ruined. What do I do? What am I supposed to do? I look at the sheer terror in his eyes. The man is vibrating, I sigh. Internally, I am a benevolent god. I pretend I don't see the panic attack happening behind his retinas. I simply angle the screen toward his face. Face ID works too, click. The padlock icon snaps open. I turn away slightly, pretending to dial my number. In reality, my thumb hits the volume rocker mute. I switch apps, Twitch messages. I scroll to the bottom, there it is. The chat with the guru, the last sent message. Thanks for the save, guru. You're a legend. My eyes drift up to the username at ace_sports. My smile freezes, it petrifies into a richness of horror. I tap the profile content. League of Legends highlights. Valorant clips, setup tours. Location Seattle. The handle, the content. The IP, there is no mistake. This is my little brother. This is Ace. My parents have been trying to drag him back to the family empire for years. They hate the gaming. They cut off his trust fund to force him into a suit, my brother. My 20-year-old, unemployed, Mountain Dew chugging, emotionally stunted little brother is the alpha relationship guru, currently puppeteering my billionaire husband. My brain short circuits. I stare at the Twitch profile picture. A poorly rendered, edgy wolf logo that Ace paid a Fiverr artist $15 for back in 2021. I am paying for his Valorant skins. The realization hits me like a freight train. Beckett's 100 gifted subs are paying for Ace's Uber Eats. Sloan? Beckett's voice is remarkably level, a smooth baritone that commands boardrooms and terrifies vice presidents. But the voice echoing in my head is a completely different story. God, she's been staring at the screen for a long time. Did she find out I look at her Pinterest board to buy her presents? Does she know about the secret folder of pictures of her sleeping? Please, God, let her just find the Pinterest board. I blink, violently snapping myself out of my fugue state. I cannot blow my cover. Not yet. The comedic potential here is too vast, the absolute humiliation too perfect. If I play this right, I can cure my husband of his internet-induced idiocy and simultaneously ruin my brother's life. It's a win-win. I slide my finger, closing the app, then immediately dial my own number. From beneath the sofa cushions, my phone buzzes. I say, plastering on a perfectly innocent smile. Found it. It was under the pillow. I hand his phone back. Beckett takes it, his massive, elegant fingers brushing against mine. He doesn't flinch, but his internal monologue does a backflip. She didn't check the text. Safe. I am safe. Now back to the mission. Execute the art of masculine detail. Establish dominance through nonchalance. He nods once. Glad you found it. He turns back to his laptop, squaring his broad shoulders. He looks like a marble statue of a Greek god who just happened to get an MBA. Did I nod too fast? Was it a needy nod? The guru says a high-value man nods slowly, like a lion acknowledging a gazelle. I need to be more lion. I bite the inside of my cheek so hard I taste copper to keep from bursting into hysterical laughter. Right. Well, I'm going to jump in the shower. I walk away, but I can still hear him all the way down the hall. She's showering. Without me. Okay, breathe. The guru says let her come to you. But what if she slips? What if she drops the soap and hurts her back? I should stand outside the door. No, that's beta behavior. Alpha men do not guard bathroom doors like golden retrievers. I turn on the water, lean against the tiles, and plot my revenge. Day 1 of the Alpha Protocol. By Tuesday evening, Beckett has finished reading Ace's garbage manifesto, Hidden Charms, The Art of Masculine Detail. I know he's finished it because his behavior shifts from distant husband to bizarre alien wearing a Beckett suit. I come downstairs from my home office to find him in the kitchen. Beckett doesn't cook. He owns a restaurant group. He pays people to cook. But today, he is standing at the Marble Island, chopping carrots with a chef's knife. He is wearing a tight black t-shirt. The sleeves are rolled up, not casually but precisely folded twice to emphasize the triceps. He has artfully smudged a tiny bit of flour on his left forearm. Look at the flower, Sloan, his internal voice chants, a mantra of absolute desperation. The guru said women are biologically hardwired to respond to forearms engaged in domestic labor. Look at the vascularity. I did 40 push-ups in the pantry before you walked down the stairs. My chest is cramping. Notice me. I lean against the doorframe, fighting a smirk. Making dinner? He doesn't look up. He chops a carrot with aggressive rhythm, just throwing something together. His voice is an octave lower than normal. It sounds like Batman ordering a latte. Mysterious. Indifferent. I am a lone wolf providing sustenance. I am ignoring her beauty to build tension. With flour? I ask, gesturing to his arm. 4 carrots. He freezes. The knife hovers in the air. Abort. The flour makes no sense. Why did I put flour on my arm? I'm making a stir fry. There is no flour in stir fry. I am an idiot. She knows. She thinks I have dementia. Prep work, he grunts, seamlessly wiping the flour off with a towel, though I can hear his soul leaving his body. How was your day? Fine. I walk past him, intentionally brushing my hip against his thigh. He goes rigid. Holy mother of... Keep it together. Do not grab her. The guru says deny her touch. Let her crave it. He takes a step back, putting distance between us. He picks up a piece of raw carrot and eats it, staring out the window into the dark backyard. I roll my eyes. 2 can play this game. Actually, I'm not that hungry. I say breezily. I had a late lunch. I'm just going to read in bed. I turn and walk up the stairs. Silence in the kitchen. Then, a microscopic, muffled noise. A tiny whine. She's leaving? But the forearm. The vascularity. I chopped 6 pounds of carrots. What am I supposed to do with all these carrots? My arms are shaking from the push-ups. Guru, you lied to me. Day 3. The breaking point. By Thursday, the situation has escalated from mildly amusing to actively detrimental to my sanity. Ace's advice is entirely centered around making the woman feel slightly insecure, so she chases the man. The problem is, Beckett is pathologically incapable of actually being mean to me. So his alpha behavior just looks like severe gastrointestinal distress. He stops opening the car door for me, but his anxiety about me opening it myself is so loud in my head it gives me a migraine. Look at her little hands touching the cold door handle. I am a monster. I belong in prison. He tries the predatory gaze, which apparently means staring intensely into my eyes without blinking during dinner. Do you need eye drops? I ask him over our pasta. She thinks I have dry eyes. The gaze failed. Abort. He blinks rapidly for a full minute. But the final straw comes on Friday morning. I wake up cold. I reach over to Beckett's side of the bed. It's empty. I sit up, rubbing my eyes. I walk out to the living room. He is sitting on the sofa, fully dressed in a tailored Tom Ford suit, staring at a blank wall. Beckett? It's 6 a.m. He doesn't turn his head. I have an early meeting. The grind doesn't sleep. I have been awake since 3 a.m. I just wanted to cuddle. The bed was so warm. She smelled like vanilla. But the guru said to show her my time is valuable. My time is not valuable. I would trade my entire company to get back under that duvet. I am so tired. I have had enough. The joke has run its course. My husband is sleep-deprived, eating his body weight in raw carrots, and donating thousands of dollars to my little brother's Twitch account. It is time to end the reign of the alpha guru. I walk back into the bedroom, grab my phone, and pull up the family group chat. Me, Mom, Dad. Let's do a family dinner this Sunday. Our house. Tell Ace he has to come, or I'm withholding his Netflix password. Mom. Oh, lovely. We'll be there at 6. I'll make sure your brother is awake by then. I smile at the screen. Then I walk back out to the living room. Beckett is still staring at the wall. My parents are coming for dinner on Sunday, I announce. Ace too. Beckett nods slowly. The family. Excellent. I will demonstrate high social value in front of the tribe. I will assert dominance over the patriarch. Great, I say, my voice dripping with honey. I can't wait. The climax. Sunday evening. My parents arrive exactly at 6. My father, a retired architect, immediately starts inspecting our crown molding. My mother kisses my cheek and goes to the kitchen to critique the wine selection. And then there is Ace. He shuffles through the front door wearing an oversized hoodie, sweatpants, and slide sandals with socks. He looks like a walking vitamin D deficiency. This is the man teaching my husband how to be an apex predator. Hey, loser, Ace says, giving me a half-hearted fist bump. Hey, coach, I say smoothly. Ace blinks. What? Nothing. Come in. Beckett descends the staircase. He is wearing a dark cashmere sweater that fits him like a second skin. He looks lethal, wealthy, and impossibly handsome. Next to him, Ace looks like a feral raccoon. Richard. Helen, Beckett says, shaking my parents' hands. He turns to Ace and gives him a curt, dismissive nod. Ace, maintain frame. The brother is low-tier competition. Acknowledge and dismiss. I am the silverback. Ace visibly shrinks under Beckett's gaze. Hey man. We sit down for dinner. I've ordered from Beckett's flagship restaurant, braised short ribs, truffle mash, roasted asparagus.
He pours a wine.
The trap is set. So, Ace, I start cutting into my steak. Mom tells me you're still refusing to work at Dad's firm. My mother sighs dramatically. Don't get me started. He sits in his room talking to his computer all night. It's a cult, I'm sure of it. Ace scowls, stabbing a piece of asparagus. It's not a cult, Mom. It's an entrepreneurial venture. I'm building a community. Right? I say, leaning forward on my elbows. A community. You're a consultant now, aren't you? Giving advice to men? Beckett freezes mid-chew.
Wait, what?
Ace gives advice to men? I do life coaching, Ace says defensively, puffing out his narrow chest. I help guys optimize their mindset, reclaim their masculinity. My father snorts. You don't even reclaim your dirty laundry from the floor. I laugh, a sharp, ringing sound. No, Dad, you don't understand. Ace is a genius. He has a whole playbook. What is it you call it, Ace? The art of masculine detail? The dining room goes dead silent. Ace drops his fork. It clatters against his plate, sounding like a gunshot. The blood drains from his face so fast he looks translucent. His eyes dart toward me, wide with sheer, unadulterated terror. Beckett stops chewing. He swallows. In my head, a nuclear alarm starts blaring. The art of masculine detail.
No.
No, that's impossible. That's the guru's book. Ace can't be the... I turn to my husband, my beautiful, idiot husband. I reach out and trace the rim of my wine glass. Isn't that right, Beckett? You're familiar with that kind of mindset, aren't you? The whole never show weakness, make her chase you, hide your emotions behind a stoic wall thing. Beckett is staring at Ace. Ace is staring at Beckett. It is a Mexican standoff of pure, agonizing embarrassment. The guru, the wolf profile picture, the location in Seattle. It was him. I told my wife's little brother about my sex life. I told him I cried because she didn't hug me. Beckett's internal scream is so loud, I actually wince. He looks like he is about to have a stroke. His jaw muscles are twitching. Ace stammers, I don't know what you're talking about, Sloan. I just play Valorant. Oh. I pull my phone out of my pocket and place it face up on the table. Because I happen to know a guy who drops hundreds of gifted subs on a channel called Code Red. A channel run by an Ace_Esports. A channel that advises men to, quote, leave the bed early to establish that the grind doesn't sleep. My parents are looking back and forth between the three of us, utterly bewildered. What is a gifted sub? My dad whispers to my mom. Beckett slowly, mechanically, turns his head to look at me. His eyes are hollow. The stoic alpha facade has completely crumbled, leaving behind a man who realizes he has just willingly walked into a wood chipper. She knows. She knows everything. She read the messages. She knows I'm Titan_CEO_88. She knows I paid a 20-year-old virgin to teach me how to talk to my own wife. It's over. Pack your bags, Beckett. You're moving to Siberia. You're going to live with the wolves. Real wolves, not Fiverr logo wolves. I think, I say, my voice dangerously calm, that my husband has been targeted by a scammer. I didn't know it was him. Ace shrieks, finally cracking. He points a trembling finger at Beckett. His username was anonymous. He just came in the chat crying about how his wife turned her back on him in bed, and I gave him the standard alpha male PDF. It's a passive income stream. You charged him $100 for a PDF of regurgitated Andrew Tate quotes. I snap, slamming my hand on the table. My parents jump. I've made $6,000 off him this week. Ace yells back, defending his terrible business model. You told me to put flour on my arm. Beckett's voice booms through the dining room. He actually stands up, towering over the table. The sheer baritone force of it rattles the crystal glasses. He is furious, but internally, he is a sobbing mess. He told me it was biological. I did 40 push-ups. I ate a raw carrot. I am a titan of industry, and I took orders from a boy who wears socks with sandals. It works on TikTok. Ace squeaks, sinking down into his chair. My mother slowly puts down her wine glass. Are you telling me, she says, enunciating every syllable, that Richard's son-in-law, the man who just bought a boutique hotel in Paris, has been paying our son for marriage counseling? Yes, I say. Because he was sad that Sloan didn't cuddle him, my dad clarifies, rubbing his temples. Beckett sits back down. He buries his face in his massive hands. Kill me. God, just smite me right now. Let a meteor hit this dining room. I look at him, really look at him. The tips of his ears are burning red. His broad shoulders are slumped. He looks so thoroughly defeated, so pathetic, and so deeply, profoundly in love with me that my heart actually aches. I sigh. The game is over. I've won. But seeing him this miserable is no longer fun. Mom, Dad, I say gently, take Ace home.
Now.
And Ace. My brother looks at me like a cornered rat. You're going to refund every single penny my husband sent you. And if I ever see that Twitch channel active again, I will personally tell Dad the exact nature of the content you've been selling. Understood? Ace nods frantically. Understood. Deleting the channel. Refunding the money. Going to business school. Within 5 minutes, the dining room is empty. My parents practically drag Ace out the front door, muttering furiously about the internet and the decay of modern youth. The front door clicks shut. The house falls silent. The resolution. I walk back into the dining room. Beckett is still sitting there, staring blankly at the remains of his short ribs. He hasn't moved. She's going to ask for a divorce. I've given her the ultimate ick. I am a joke. A weak, insecure joke. I shouldn't have tried to be alpha. I should have just been Beckett. But Beckett wasn't enough. Beckett is boring. I walk over to him. I don't sit in my chair. I climb right into his lap. He gasps slightly, his hands instinctually coming up to grip my waist. His thumbs stroke the fabric of my dress, heavy and warm. Hi, I say softly, wrapping my arms around his neck. He doesn't meet my eyes. He stares at my collarbone.
Sloan.
I am. I have no excuse. I was desperate. I thought I was losing you. You were so cold, and I didn't know how to fix it. Beckett, look at me. He slowly raises his eyes. They are dark, brooding, and currently shining with unshed tears. I love her so much. If she leaves me, I will literally walk into traffic. You are never losing me, I tell him, my voice fierce. I love you. I love the Beckett who remembers my coffee order. I love the Beckett who kisses my forehead before he leaves for work. I love the Beckett who has a panic attack when I don't hug him at night. He blinks.
Wait.
How does she know about the panic attack? I smile, leaning my forehead against his. I don't want a lone wolf, Beckett. I don't want an alpha. I want my husband, the one who talks to me, not the one who ignores me to create tension. His massive hands tighten on my waist, pulling me flush against his chest. I hated it, he whispers, his voice cracking slightly. I hated ignoring you. It felt like I was holding my breath all day. I can breathe again. She doesn't hate me. She doesn't think I'm pathetic. I know, I say. And for the record, the flower on the arm? Ridiculous. A low, self-deprecating chuckle rumbles deep in his chest. He said it showcased domestic capability. You own 5 restaurants. I know you can chop a carrot. He buries his face in the crook of my neck, inhaling deeply. His lips brush against my skin, sending a very real shiver down my spine. The stoic facade is gone, replaced by the intense, all-consuming devotion that I missed so much. No more gurus, he murmurs against my skin. No more playbooks. Promise. Swear it on my life. He lifts his head, his eyes locking onto mine. The vulnerability is entirely gone, replaced by a sudden, intense heat. I am going to make love to my wife. I am going to worship her. I am going to make up for the last 5 days of sheer idiocy. I smirk, feeling the sudden, heavy tension in the air. Good. Because if I ever catch you taking advice from a boy who still asks me to buy his V-Bucks, I really will divorce you. He captures my lips in a bruising, desperate kiss. There is no hesitation, no calculated alpha pause. It's just him, messy, emotional, entirely invested. I kiss him back, tangling my hands in his perfectly styled hair, ruining it completely. He stands up, carrying me effortlessly, his mouth never leaving mine. As he carries me up the stairs, his internal monologue is finally, blissfully quiet, save for one looping, triumphant thought. No push-ups required. I am a genius. Epilogue. 3 months later. The morning sun streams through the floor-to-ceiling windows of our bedroom. I stretch, tangling my legs in the expensive silk sheets. Beckett emerges from the master bathroom, a towel wrapped low around his waist, water dripping from his chest. He looks spectacular. Morning, he says, his voice gravelly with sleep. Morning. I prop myself up on my elbows. What's on the agenda today? Board meeting at 10. Lunch with the developers at 1. He walks over to the bed, leaning down to press a soft, lingering kiss to my lips. And then I'm firing the new intern. I frown.
Why?
I thought you said he was good with spreadsheets. Beckett's eyes narrow, a genuine, terrifying flash of CEO ruthlessness crossing his face.
He is.
But I walked into the break room yesterday and heard him telling the marketing team about his new podcast. I freeze. Oh no. Yeah, Beckett says grimly. He called himself a high-value male and said he was going to teach men how to hold frame. I burst out laughing, falling back onto the pillows. I am going to destroy that intern's career. Beckett's internal voice snarls, completely unhinged. I am going to blacklist him from every firm in the Pacific Northwest. No one speaks the dark magic in my building. Be nice to him, I say, still giggling. Maybe he just needs a hug. Beckett scoffs, walking into the closet to pick out a suit. He needs a therapist. I smile, picking up my phone from the nightstand. I have a text from my dad. Dad, Ace actually passed his midterms. He hasn't played a video game in weeks. He says he's terrified of Beckett. Whatever your husband said to him that night, tell him thank you. I look up at Beckett as he walks out of the closet, adjusting his tie. He catches me looking and winks.
She's looking at me.
She loves the tie. I am the luckiest man on earth. Hey, Beckett. I call out. Yeah, I love you.
He stops.
A slow, devastatingly handsome smile spreads across his face. He walks back over to the bed, completely abandoning his tie. Say it again, he demands softly. Say it again.
Please.
I will buy her a yacht. I will buy her the moon. I reach up and pull him down to me. I love you. You absolute simp. He laughs against my mouth. Guilty as charged,